I'm Gabrielle Shirley here with Mark Cook from PewterReport.com. Mark, go ahead and tell us, there was a mock game today. What did you see from the players in this situation?
You know, I think mock game probably wasn't a great description for what it was. That was kind of how they marketed it to their VIP people. But what it was an opportunity for this team to kind of prepare a little bit for Miami with situational football. Third downs in the red zone, being behind the chains, 3rd and 19 maybe, trying to score if they're down a couple points. If they didn't get in the end zone, then they would bring in the kicker and allow them to take a field goal and kick a field goal. So it gave the coaches an opportunity, the players an opportunity to kind of see how it is to simulate a game. That's more what we saw today.
Who would you say, or what group of players, who was the star really out there?
You know, the secondary really did a great job. The Buccaneers just didn't do very good in the red zone. MJ Stewart looked tremendous again today. He had at least one interception, some pass breakups in the end zone. But the secondary overall just really dominated, I think, today's practice. And I think this is the point in training camp, Gabby, where you start to see the defense jump ahead of the offense. Number one, the offense has run these plays for 6 days now, right? The defense kind of knows what's coming, and they're kind of jumping these routes and things like that. So this usually happens in training camp at some point where the defense kind of jumps ahead of the offense. And really, it wasn't just Ryan Fitzpatrick. It was Ryan Griffin and Jameis Winston also throwing interceptions.
Now, is that concerning then on the offensive side, because the defense is kind of showing them that they know what's going on?
Well, I mean, look at it two ways. This was an awful defense last year, right? So anytime you see positives from the defense, that's got to excite a guy like Mike Smith. Dirk Cutter, on the other hand, being the offensive coordinator, always says you want to see it kind of half and half. You'd like to see the offense do well at times and the defense do well at times, but whichever group is doing well, that means the other group isn't doing so well. So as a coach, I guess you kind of want to see it a 50-50 proposition.
Now, wrapping up here, I don't know if I'm too early, but 1 week from today, they'll be in Miami. What are your thoughts on that first preseason game?
I'm just curious to kind of see exactly how Dirk is going to rotate these quarterbacks. We assume Ryan Fitzpatrick's going to start. He's laser focused on New Orleans, and you know what? That's what you've got to do. You've got to just think about that first game of the year. Worry about Chicago when Jameis comes back, when that time comes. He's got to get Ryan Fitzpatrick ready. But there's a lot of things, because there's a lot of new pieces and a lot of new puzzles that have got to kind of fit together here, and I'm just curious to see how that's going to go about as far as the scheme goes and how they're going to rotate these guys, and even on the defensive line.
Perfect. Thank you so much.